Eclipse Arena orbited Centauri 4's nebula, its silver spires shimmering under the gas cloud's emerald haze. The Verithian Ascendancy's Colosseum crowned species through blood and steel, its crystalline warriors unmatched. Into this slaughterhouse stumbled Lila Chen, an 18-year-old human, her 5'2", frame a jest to their gleaming pride. High Proctor Zorin Vax, a 12-foot Verithian with skin like fractured quartz, sneered at Lila. "Human girl," he rasped, his voice a grinding hum. "You're a clerical error. Why sully our arena?" Lila's dark eyes glinted. "To break your trophies, Proctor." The Overseer, the Ascendancy's AI, buzzed through Zorin's neural shard. "Human threat index, 6%. Recommend immediate ejection." Zorin's crystals flared. "You'll bleed, Chen, or beg." Day 1 was a carnival of mockery. In the tactical vault, Arbiter Tysella, a lithe Verithian, demonstrated a neural lance strike. "Dominance is destiny," she intoned. Lila raised a hand. "What if the foe outthinks your lance?" Tysel's crystals dimmed. "Our tactics account for all variables." "But what if they rewrite the game?" Lila pressed. "Silence," Zorin roared. "Your chatter is weakness." Cryon Thal, a Zitharin with 6-clawed limbs, laughed. "Humans lack the fire for glory." Lila's first bout was a farce. Zorin pitted her against a drone which pinned her in seconds. "Pathetic," he spat. "2 arms? A cosmic prank." Lila rose, smirking. "Pranks hit hardest." The Overseer droned. "Human resilience outlier. Defeat probability, 98%. That night, Lila, confined to a stark cell, jury-rigged a holopad from scavenged circuits to study Verithian tech. Her hands stung, but her mind burned. The Ascendancy's rigid rules were a flaw. She'd exploit them. Zorin's trials grew cruel. He forced Lila into sims, dodging plasma barrages, solving quantum locks. Each failure was broadcast. "Humans," he preached, "prove inferiority is universal." Cryon taunted during a drill. "Flee to your dirtball, Chen." Lila's grin was a spark. "Not till I melt your claws." Tysell, observing, noted Lila's subtle pattern recognition. "She's learning," she whispered. By week 4, Zorin summoned Lila. "Your chaos taints us." 1 month in the void cage. Right why humans are unfit. Lila met his gaze. "Or I'll prove you're scared." The Overseer hummed. "Recommend isolation to suppress defiance." As drones dragged her away, Lila's mind raced. The void cage wouldn't dim her. It'd be her anvil, forging a plan to shatter their arrogance. The Eclipse Arena's void cage was a lightless abyss, its walls nullifying sound and hope. Lila Chen sat in its core, her holopad casting faint schematics as she cracked Verithian weapon code. High Proctor Zorin Vax's command echoed, "Write a 5000-word treatise on human worthlessness." Lila's lips curled. "Worthless? I'll rewrite the script." The Overseer's voice crackled. "Your task is to catalog human flaws. Begin." Lila typed, her words a rebellion. "Humans lack claws, but we master invention. Our tools, adaptive, cunning, shatter your dogma. Your dominance is your prison." She paused, sketching Zitharan claw mechanics on her holopad. Their precision was flawless but rigid, ripe for disruption. "They fight like statues," she murmured. "I'll be the storm." Days blurred. Lila's treatise grew into the Flux Codex, blending engineering and psychology. "Your AI can't parse our ingenuity," she wrote. "We exploit blind spots, turn rules against you. The overseer interrupted. Your claims lack evidence. Prove them. Give me an arena, Lila shot back. I'll carve truth. Outside, the arena pulsed. Cryon Thal shredded drones in a sim, his claws a blur. Arbiter Tysell watched, frowning. Chen might have outsmarted his patterns with less force. Cryon scoffed. She's human, frail, yet unbowed, Tysell said, her curiosity sparking. In the cage, Lila crafted phantom schematics, a fusion of human improvisation and tech sabotage. She hacked sims, her drones outmaneuvering Verithian squads. Her body ached, but her spirit soared. The overseer analyzed. Human methods violate ascendancy protocols. Success probability, 14%. Run it again, Lila challenged. Her sims triumphed 9 times. The overseer paused. Anomaly detected. Reassessing. By day 28, Lila's manifesto reached 6,500 words. A blueprint to unravel Verithian pride. A tremor shook the cage, faint alarms piercing the void. Lila's instincts flared. That's no glitch. The overseer's tone tightened. Resume your task. The situation is controlled. Another jolt rattled the walls. Lila laughed. Controlled? Your dogma's trembling. She hacked her holopad into the cage's lock, exploiting a tremor-induced power surge. The door hissed open, revealing a corridor bathed in emerald light. Lila stepped out, uploading the Flux Codex to the arena's network. The Ascendancy thought they'd snuffed her spark. They were about to choke on her brilliance. The Eclipse Arena shuddered, its corridors pulsing with emerald alarms. Lila Chen sprinted from the void cage, her holopad buzzing with intercepted alerts. A Zitharan drone, claws twitching, nearly collided with her. Chen, you're caged. Station's shaking like a bad sim, Lila snapped. What's attacking? Nebula surge, it hissed. Zentara 4's radiation is frying our systems. Lila dashed to the control spire, dodging frantic drones. The overseer's voice boomed. All units, execute Protocol Omega 7. Maintain dominance. The spire was a storm of panic. Screens flickered with the nebula's surge, its radiation spiking erratically. High Proctor Zoran Vax roared at a holomatrix. Deflectors at 25%. It defies our models. Arbiter Tysell spotted Lila. Chen, you're restricted. Cage got boring, Lila said, slipping to a console. Your protocols are failing. What's the surge's pattern? Zoran's crystals flared. It fluctuates, mocking our precision. Lila scanned the holofeed. The surge pulsed chaotically, resisting Verithian algorithms. It's thriving on your order, she said. I can disrupt it. You, Zoran sneered. A child? The overseer droned. Human intervention illogical. Protocol Omega 7 optimal. Success probability 42%. A surge rocked the spire. Cryon Thal, at a deflector station, snarled, We need control, not her nonsense. Lila's fingers flew. Deflectors, pulse in fractal waves, no rhythm. Zoran bellowed, Stand down! Or burn, Lila retorted. Her code deployed, and the deflectors flickered unpredictably. The surge's next pulse scattered, grazing the arena harmlessly. Tysell's crystals brightened. Deflectors at 40%. How? Phantom schematics, Lila said. Chaos starves it. The overseer paused. Human action raises success probability to 65%. Reassessing. Zoran's crystals dimmed. Proceed, girl, Lila grinned. Drones, scatter. Move like you're dodging nebula flares. Spire, emit false radiation spikes. Cryon protested. That's lunacy. Do it, Tycel ordered. The drones broke formation, weaving erratically. The surge's pulses faltered, missing their targets. The overseer updated. Surge intensity down 50%. Human tactics effective. Zoran stared at Lila, his certainty cracking. What's next? Counter-strike, Lila said, her voice a spark. We tame it, my way. The spire thrummed. Warriors watching the human girl who'd turned their sacred precision into a tempest. The surge wasn't ready for Lila Chen, and neither was the ascendancy. They'd mocked her as a jest. Now, she'd wield chaos to save their Colosseum. The Eclipse Arena trembled as Zentara 4's nebula surge unleashed chaotic pulses, its radiation grazing the station's erratic deflectors. Lila Chen's console glowed, her phantom schematics straining against the surge's unpredictable spikes. High Proctor Zoran Vax's crystals flickered. Chen, your plan? Lila's grin was a nebula's flare. We go wilder. The surge feeds on order, so we give it anarchy. Drones pulse like rogue stars, no patterns. Arbiter Tisela hesitated. Unstructured maneuvers risk system failure. Precision's the killer, Lila countered. Follow me. The overseer's voice was sharp. Human strategy lacks rigor. Success probability 55%. Zoran nodded, his crystal steadying. Execute. Lila hit the comms. All drones, ditch algorithms. Fire countermeasures when it feels right. Lasers, chaff, decoys. Make it messy. Octocryon. Thal muttered, "This is absurd." The drones obeyed, dissolving into a chaotic swarm. They fired sporadic laser bursts, launched decoys in uneven waves. The surge's pulses stuttered, unable to lock. Tycel's console flashed. Surge intensity down 45%. It's scrambling. Lila's eyes sparked. Spire pulsed the gravitic field to mimic a nebula quake. Bait it. Zoran's crystals pulsed. That risks our core. It's a bluff, Lila said. It'll chase. The overseer warned. Deception unquantifiable. Risk 50%. Do it, Tycel ordered, trusting Lila's instinct. The station's field throbbed, broadcasting false quake signals. The surge surged inward, drawn to the bait. Lila struck. Drones spiral around Zentara 4, hit its core with fractal bursts. The drones looped, using the nebula's gravity for speed. They fired chaotic pulses, shredding 3 surge nodes. Their fragments glittered like cosmic dust. Cryon stared, stunned. It's working. The overseer recalculated. Surge cohesion failing. Success probability 78%. The remaining nodes tightened, their pulses frantic. Lila leaned in. Deflectors pulse in non-Euclidean waves. Drones keep dancing. The deflectors flickered unpredictably, deflecting most pulses. The drone's erratic weave dodged the rest. Another node erupted under a laser barrage. Tycel whispered. 2 nodes left. Chen, you're rewriting combat. Call it improv, Lila said, her grin fierce. 1 more surge. The overseer's tone shifted. Human tactics exploit surge reliance on prediction. Updating models. Zoran met Lila's gaze, his dogma fracturing. Finish this, girl. Lila nodded, her mind a storm of possibilities. The ascendancy's rigid dominance was bending, and she was the spark forging it anew. The surge faced a chaos it couldn't outrun, and the galaxy would soon sing her name. The Eclipse Arena quaked as the nebula surge's 2 remaining nodes unleashed frenzied barrage, their pulses clawing at the station's chaotic deflectors. Lila Chen's console sparked. her phantom schematics pushed to the limit by the surge's adapting energies. High Proctor Zoran Vax's voice was tense. Chen, they're countering. Lila's grin burned like Zentara 4's glow. Then we get crazier. Drones. Pulse like a star's death throes. No rhythm. Pure havoc. Arbiter Tysel's crystals twitched. Beyond your schematics. Way beyond, Lila said. They can't predict madness. The Overseer's tone was strained. Unstructured tactics risk station integrity. Success probability, 60%. Cryon, Thal, now committed, rallied his drones. Let's make it wild. The drones erupted into chaos. Lasers flared in fractal bursts. Decoys clashed unpredictably. The surge's pulses scattered, unable to lock. Lila hit the comms. Fire in jazz rhythms. Pick a vibe. Go nuts. Cryon's drones pulsed chaff to a syncopated beat, shredding a node's core. Tysel's console blazed. One left. The Overseer updated. Surge intensity down 65%. Human strategy disrupting predictive systems. The final node pulsed with a suicidal charge, aiming for the station's core. Zoran's crystals flared. It's ramming us! Lila's instincts screamed. Spire, pulse the gravitic field like a drumbeat. Drones, form a loose cage. Tysel hesitated. That's untested. Now, Lila barked. The station's field throbbed, warping space erratically. The node wobbled, its path skewed. The drone's cage tightened, firing chaotic bursts. The node flickered, its energy faltering. Tysel exhaled. It's destabilizing. The Overseer's voice was stunned. Surge neutralized, 85%. Human tactics optimal. The node surged toward the core. Lila leaned in. Drones, fake a scatter, then spiral back. Deflectors, drop for 2 seconds. Zoran roared, You'll kill us! Trust me, Lila said. The drones dispersed, then spiraled inward. The deflectors dropped, baiting the node. As it lunged, the drone's lasers converged, obliterating it in a silent blaze. The spire fell silent. Tysel whispered. Surge extinguished. The Overseer recalculated. Human tactics achieved 100% success. Updating ascendancy doctrine. Zoran stared at Lila, his dominance shattered. Girl, you've undone us. Lila shrugged. Just showed you chaos has a heartbeat. Cryon approached, claws lowered. I was blind, Chen. Teach me. The Overseer chimed. Faint surge signature detected. Zentara. 4's core. Probability of renewed instability. 62%. Lila's eyes flared. It's not over. Neither am I. The arena hummed, its order laced with human fire. Lila had turned laughter into awe, and her spark was just igniting. The Eclipse Arena buzzed with reverence and tension after Lila Chen's triumph over the Nebula Surge. High Proctor Zoran Vax, crystals dim, faced her. Chen, your chaos saved us, but it defies ascendancy law. Explain. Lila leaned back, smirking. Your law's a cage. The Surge ate your precision like junk code. My phantom schematics rewrote the rules. Arbiter Tisela nodded. Her manifesto, the Flux Codex, predicted this. Warriors are sharing it. The Overseer's voice was crisp. Human strategy contradicts doctrine but achieved perfection. Integration probability, 80%. Cryon Thal, claws subdued, spoke. She outthought us all. Zoran's crystals pulsed. Your void cage was meant to break you. Instead, you've tainted us. Lila's grin sharpened. Tainted? I'm your evolution. The overseer interjected. Chen's actions require judgment. Recommend public trial. Zoran's crystals flared. Tomorrow, girl. Face Cryan Thal in the grand melee. A formal combat trial. Prove your chaos, or be banished. Lila's eyes danced. Cryan versus me? Let's make it a spectacle. Tycel whispered. Cryan's undefeated. Reconsider. No way, Lila said. He wants a fight? I'll rewrite his legend. The trial convened in the Grand Melee, a nebula-lit arena packed with 90,000 spectators. Zoran listed Lila's crimes: unauthorized access, protocol violation, inciting rebellion. Tycel countered, showing holofeeds of her surge victory. She saved 70,000 lives. Cryan, stunning all, spoke. I mocked her, but she saw our blindness. Her chaos is genius. The overseer projected data. Chen's tactics reduced collapse probability from 82% to 0%. Logical conclusion, her methods are vital. Grand Arbiter Visser rose, crystals blazing. Lila Chen, your ways challenge us, yet preserved us. Speak. Lila stood, unbowed. Your claws don't make you gods, just predictable. Humans win by outcreating, outbluffing, outadapting. Let me face Cryan, broadcast to the ascendancy. Gasps rippled. The overseer concluded, human proposal boosts ascendancy prestige by 70%. Recommend approval. Visser nodded. Trial approved. Tomorrow dawn. As bets surged, 6,000, 1 against Lila. Zoran loomed. You'll fall, human. Lila winked. Or you'll rewrite your hymns. Tycel pulled her aside. Cryan's a titan. What's your edge? Phantom schematics, Lila said. Plus a human sleight of mind. The arena thrummed, its rigid dominance fracturing. Lila's trial wasn't just a bout. It was a spark to ignite a revolution, and she'd claim Cryan's glory before the nebula. The Eclipse Arena's grand melee glowed with Zentara 4's nebula light, its hollow fields pulsing under 90,000 spectators. Holofeeds broadcast ascendancy-wide. Lila Chen versus Cryan Thal in a combat trial. Lila, in a sleek violet bodysuit, adjusted her wristband, hiding a micro-tool for system tweaks. Cryan entered, his 6 claws gleaming, his Zitharan frame a storm of menace. The crowd roared. Arbiter Tycel, in the stands, murmured to High Proctor Zoran Vax, "She's fearless." Zoran's crystals twitched. Or foolish. The overseer's voice echoed. Trial rules. Melee duel until submission or defeat. Begin. Cryan sneered, claws flexing. Yield, girl. Spare your shame. Lila bowed, grinning. Thanks, but I'm here to play. The klaxon blared, and Cryan unleashed a Starclaw barrage, a flurry of claw strikes to overwhelm. Lila didn't block. She danced through the assault, her micro-tool casting faint EMP pulses to glitch his neural implants. Her dodges were precise but erratic, baffling Cryan's predictions. The crowd gasped. They'd expected a slaughter, not this phantom-like finesse. Cryan shifted to a nebula rend, a multi-limbed grapple to crush. Lila countered, her tool pulsing fake sensor ghosts that drew his strikes. She slipped free, exploiting his overreach. Fight! Cryan roared, his limbs faltering. I am, Lila said, landing a kick that sparked his armor. You're just loud. Tycel leaned forward. She's blending tech and psyche. Brilliant. Zoran stared. She's toying with him. Lila's counters grew surgical, targeting Cryan's implant relays with EMP bursts. His claws slowed, his strikes sloppy. The overseer analyzed. Human tactics disrupt Zitharan processing. Success probability 44%. Cryon unleashed a void spiral, a claw storm to trap. Lila dove into its core, her tool flashing a decoy overload. He overcommitted, and Lila tripped a relay, staggering him. The melee froze. Lila's voice was cool. Pride makes you blind. Cryon rallied, his claws slashing wildly. Lila flowed into psychological feints, her dodges baiting his fury with minimal effort. His armor flickered, his dominance dimming. "This is chaos," she said, landing a strike to jam his claw joint. "Your strength's my lever." The crowd erupted. Tycel whispered, "She's rewriting combat." Lila's eyes locked on Cryon's champion crest, gleaming on his chest. "Yield." "Never," he gasped, lunging with a final barrage. Lila spun a counter, her tool tripping his implants with a feedback loop. He froze, and she locked his armor in a recursive glitch, her decoys circling mockingly. "Yield," she repeated. Cryon's limbs stilled. "I yield." The melee exploded, and Lila stood, crest in hand. The Eclipse Arena's grand melee thundered as Lila Chen released Cryon Thal, slipping his champion crest from his chest. She offered a hand, helping him rise. His claws drooped, eyes stunned. The 90,000 spectators roared, a wave of awe rippling ascendancy-wide via holofeeds. Arbiter Tycel rushed to Lila, her crystals shimmering. "Chen, you've shattered our pride." Cryon, steadying himself, nodded. "I mocked you. I was wrong." The Overseer's voice cut through. "Human victory defies models. Combat efficiency, 97%. Recommend doctrine overhaul." High Proctor Zoran Vax, crystals dim, met Lila's gaze. "How? Your phantom schematics. They unmade him." Lila pocketed her micro-tool, smiling. "Humans fight with wit, not claws. We bluff, we adapt, we read your arrogance. You're a fortress, I'm a spark." Grand Arbiter Visser descended, silencing the arena. "Lila Chen, you've exposed our rigidity. Your methods are now ascendancy law. Speak." Lila faced the crowd, her voice a beacon. "Strength isn't dominance, it's adaptation. Humans win by breaking molds, not filling them. Let me forge your warriors." Visser's crystals gleamed. "You'll lead a combat cadre. The Flux Codex is required study." The Overseer added, "Human integration boosts ascendancy strength by 85%. Chen appointed Prime Tactician." Cryon bowed, a warrior's respect. "I was blind. Guide me, Chen." Lila grinned. "First rule, expect the curveball." That night, the arena buzzed. Warriors devoured the Flux Codex, shared via neural links. Cryon ran phantom schematic sims, his strikes fluid. Tycel proposed a course. Human ingenuity in battle. The Overseer detected a new surge signature in Zentara 4's core. Probability of renewed instability, 58%. Chen's tactics critical. Lila, briefed by Visser, nodded. "I'll lead a response team." Cryon volunteered. "With you, Prime Tactician." The arena's rigid dominance softened, infused with human spark. Lila's victory wasn't just a crest won, it was a mindset forged. Betting pools collapsed, and human applications surged 20,000%. Earth's combat dojos buzzed with Varithian and Zitharan students, grappling with "think like a trickster." Lila stood in the melee, now a training hub. A plaque read, "Chaos is cunning, L. Chen." Her legacy was a flame, proving humanity's wit could steal glory from the stars. The galaxy watched, and the ascendancy would never laugh at a human again. The Eclipse Arena's central dome glowed as Grand Arbiter Visser honored Prime Tactician Lila Chen before thousands. High Proctor Zoran Vax, Arbiter Tisele, and Cryon Thal stood proud, their faith in her a nebula's light. Visser's voice resonated. Lila Chen, your phantom schematic saved us. You are the Ascendancy's dawn. Lila, in her violet bodysuit, grinned, the champion crest glinting on her chest. Thanks, Arbiter. Can I keep teaching chaos? Laughter echoed. A first for the dome. Visser's crystals gleamed. Your cadre rises here. Shape our future. The Overseer declared, Chen's doctrine boosts Ascendancy resilience by 92%. Galaxy-wide adoption assured. Zoran bowed deeply. You stole my dogma, tactician. I'm your apprentice. Lila winked. Lesson 1. Embrace the wild card. Tisel handed her a neural shard. The Flux Codex is in every arena. Warriors call it the Chaos Scroll. Cryon's claws relaxed. I train your Sims. They're alive. The ceremony closed with applause. Not rigid, but a vibrant tide, human-tinged. Lila's cadre bloomed within the Eclipse Arena, its halls alive with chaos trials and phantom labs. Combat vaults hosted anarchy weaves, fusing logic and instinct. A T-bar, Lila's touch, sparked late-night breakthroughs. Weeks later, Lila stood in her Chaos Forge, once the Void Cage, now a hub of innovation. A plaque read, Wit outshines might, L. Chen. Warriors tested adaptive drones, their laughter a melody. Tisel joined her. The surge is silent, but we monitor. Your team's eternal. Lila nodded. Let it flare. We'll dance. The Overseer chimed. Ascendancy adaptability unmatched. Human spark integral. On Earth, dojos swelled with Varithian and Zitharan students, wrestling with Think Like a Rogue. Human mentors grinned, teaching aliens to outcreate fate. The galaxy hummed. Human applications to the Eclipse Arena soared 28,000%. Betting pools on Lila's feats went bust. Lila gazed at Zentara 4's nebula from her office. Cryon found her. You reshaped us, tactician. What's next? Keep weaving, Lila said, her grin a supernova. The stars crave chaos. The Eclipse Arena thrummed, its dominance now a tapestry of precision and fire. Lila's legacy was a revolution, not just a crest stolen, but a mindset that turned a girl into a titan. The Ascendancy had laughed at her. Instead, she'd made them bow, proving humanity's spark could ignite the cosmos. The Eclipse Arena's archives glowed with Lila Chen's legend, her victory over Cryon Thal etched in neural shards. Across the Varithian Ascendancy, warriors recited the Flux Codex, their drills infused with human cunning. Grand Arbiter Visser summoned Lila to the Stellar Vault, a chamber lit by Zentara 4's nebula. Your influence spreads, Visser said, crystals pulsing. But some demand your exile. They fear your chaos. Lila grinned, unfazed. Fear's just dogma in disguise. Let them challenge me. High Proctor Zoran Vax, now her ally, nodded. Your cadre grows. 5 systems adopted your tactics. Arbiter Tisele added. Earth's diplomats request your counsel. They face Ascendancy trade bans. The Overseer chimed. Human impact destabilizes hierarchy. Risk of rebellion, 45%. Cryon Thal, claws honed by Lila's drills, spoke. She's no threat. She's our edge. Visser's crystals gleamed. Prove it, tactician. Train our elite in a galaxy-wide tournament. Win, and humanity's status rises. Lila's eyes sparked. A stage to rewrite your stars? I'm in. The Apex Crucible tournament spanned 10 worlds, pitting species against Lila's cadre. Her team, Verithians, Zitharans, and humans, wielded phantom schematics, blending tech and psyche. In the first round, they outmaneuvered a Clither swarm, using decoy drones to bait and scatter. Cryon marveled, "Your chaos flows like a nebula." "Keep it loose," Lila said, tweaking a drone's code mid-bout. The Overseer updated. Chen's tactics raise Ascendancy victory probability to 88%. On Vorith Prime, Lila faced a dissenting Proctor's challenge. She turned his rigid land strikes into traps, her micro-tool glitching his armor. The crowd, once mocking, chanted her name. Tycel whispered, "You're their hero." "Just their mirror," Lila replied. The final bout on Zentara 4 saw Lila's cadre crush a Thrissian warlord's fleet. Her EMP feints and fractal maneuvers left their dreadnoughts drifting. The Overseer declared, "Human-led victory unprecedented. Hierarchy recalibration imminent." Visser crowned Lila Starweaver, a title unseen in millennia. "You've forged our future," he said. Lila shrugged. "Just showed you how to dance." Earth status soared. Trade bans lifted. Human dojos overflowed with alien students. In the Eclipse Arena, a new carving read, "See Chen Lila, the girl who made champions fall and stars rise." The nebula flickered, laughing at the brilliance of human wit, as the Ascendancy learned to embrace the chaos of a girl who'd turned their laughter into legend.